rows and columns, same size squares. Count every tile.
Look closely at this sunlit stone courtyard. We can measure the exact size of a rectangular space by filling the entire area from edge to edge with uniform square shapes. This paved rectangle is divided by seams into 3 horizontal rows and 4 vertical columns. By arranging these same-size squares into a neat grid, we create a mathematical shortcut that saves us from counting every single stone one by one. Here is how Pebble the tortoise finds the total. First, count the top row. There are exactly 4 squares in this single horizontal line. Because every row is exactly the same length, we can skip count. We add that base number of 4 for the second row, bringing our count to 8. And for the third row, we reach 12. That is 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals 12. Formatting a space into even rows and columns turns tedious counting into simple repeated addition. Now, look at this completely bare rectangular slab of stone. Before we can skip count, we have to build the grid ourselves. We drag our lines straight across and straight down, slicing the blank space to create exactly 2 horizontal rows and 5 vertical columns. For the math to work, every single partition square must be exactly the same size. There can be no gaps and no overlapping edges. With equal squares established, we count the top row to get 5. Then we add the second row, giving us 10. 5 plus 5 equals 10 square stones. Careful, equal partitioning gives us the structure we need to trust our skip counting on any new rectangle we find. This next courtyard patch is structured differently. It is clearly partitioned into 4 horizontal rows and 3 vertical columns. Try skip counting this space moving vertically, down the columns, instead of across the rows. Each column holds 4 squares. Moving from left to right, we count 4, then 8, then 12. If we count by the 3 rows instead, we add 3, plus 3, plus 3, plus 3. We arrive at that exact same total of 12. The total area of a partitioned rectangle is a fixed number. It remains identical whether you count by rows or by columns. Looking back across our courtyard, we see the 3 distinct rectangular paths we just measured. To find the total area of a rectangle, you must cover it entirely with same-size squares, aligned in even rows and columns. Then you count a single row and add that amount for every row that follows to reach your undeniable total. Now consider this final uncounted grid. If a rectangle has 3 rows and 3 columns, how many squares are there in total? Mastering this visual rule of equal grids sets the foundation for your future work with geometry and multiplication. Until the next path.
3 rows of 3. That makes 9. Tile show area.